set for football now here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Your 2025 Seattle Seahawks.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Hey, think back to early in training camp. It seemed like every single day there was a report about his health and whether he was practicing or not. But here's a guy that has a ton of NFL experience, Super Bowl winner. I mean, this guy is as talented and as good of a passer as we have seen in the last 20 years in the NFL. So assuming he's healthy, assuming he continues to build and get his physicality back, I know he's getting a little long in the tooth, but make no mistake about it, Matthew Stafford can flat out play.
After a gain of 5 on first down, it is 2nd and 5. Play action, Stafford. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Stafford now on 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or 2. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
This pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage, or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run the sneak. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Seattle.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Throwing, Donald. He'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Xavier Smith is deep for LA. And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. The Rams offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. It'll grind out a couple of yards. Give them a little bit of space out to the 3.
He's on 3-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now a handoff looks the end in the running game.
The tight end, the ball carrier. The tackle made at his own 5-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down. An 8-yard pickup.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Here's Ethan Evans now, and he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Seahawks offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
They'll go play action with Darnold. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
1st and 10.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Seattle.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
On the ground is Walker, and they smack him down there. Big hit. He's right at the line. No gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. We're looking at a second down and 9 to go. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one's breaking up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most. And I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
Rams nothing.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, here comes Corum. Crazy. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 1. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Stafford from the gun on 3rd down. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
That's good for a Rams.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Rams 1st down.
And the Rams.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Right side, complete to Nakua. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
Man in motion is Smith. They go play action with Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He'll find his tight end. It's Kobe Parkinson. He's taken down just shy of the 10. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 2-yard line.
Man in motion is Smith. They'll try to run it with Williams. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take them down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
That ties the game at 3-3.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. On the return, here comes White. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
All right, so in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision.
The Rams offense starting to trot out for this next possession. drive begins with a run by Williams. And mark him down up beyond the 30. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third and 9. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
A first down throw for Stafford. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
14 yards.
14 on the pickup. First down, L.A.
A gain of 14. First down, Rams.
3-3 our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. Set to go now on first and 10. To the air again. Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9. They go jet sweep and give it to Adams. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
A gain of 36
Now Seattle
yards.
going to use the first of their timeouts.
For a Rams.
They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first
A
down.
gain of 36 yards. And the Rams first down.
To throw is Stafford. He pulls it in around the 5.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Stafford now on second down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Stafford. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The Rams going to turn things over to the field goal unit. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. That one is good. And the Rams will take a 6-3 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here comes White. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense going to take over just before the half. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Complete to the forward Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And their only realistic chance to end the half with points is to throw the ball near the sideline, gain as many yards as you can, and then hopefully either get yourself in position to kick the field goal or at the very least in position where you can attempt a Hail Mary.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage here on 3rd down. They took away all of the outlets the quarterback had. Really left them with no opportunity other than to just throw that ball away. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Michael Dixon now as he is on to kick it for Seattle. comes Smith on the return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. This is going to be a Seahawks first down as the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
10 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Darnold to throw on first down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 3.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At the 16-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. To the left side, he's got it. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Darnold. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks open the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
Round 6.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Rams offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
You see, these are the types of routes, Mike, that you can tell guys spend a lot of time working together during the week. This is timing. This is landmark. This is ball placement. It all has to work together, and in this case, doesn't get much better than this.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Derek Hall there to bring him down.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. It's Stafford. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Devin Witherspoon, the Pro Bowl corner, in on the blitz that time. He records the sack.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play-action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Seahawks offense ready to take over possession of the football. The run up the middle, it's Walker. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Once again, it's Walker. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 11.
I remember being around a lot of really good high-level linebackers, and what they used to say, Mike, is we're not going to guard the check down, but we're going to punish the check down, especially if that running back's going to catch the ball with his back facing the defense. They're saying, you might catch it, but we are going to make you pay every single time. And I know he's got a few catches throughout the course of the game, but they're continuing to be physical with him, and they're going to make it more and more challenging.
A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
He's got the Alabama product, Robbie Oots. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But, man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Seattle.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
Donald on the keeper. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their lead. So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Back to throw. Stafford. Pass is caught left side. That's Parkinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
18 on the play.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass, and that's where the quarterback went with the ball. Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
They put Adams in motion. Open man is Parkinson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Rams, first down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action now for Stafford. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another.
They get 15 on that game. Good for a Rams first down.
First down, Rams.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing again is Stafford. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown, Rams.
A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is need chance. They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the return, here comes White. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Up, brings it in left side. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Now a give to Walker, running right, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Open man, is Shaheed. That's complete. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
And the Seahawks.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter. That's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. The ball comes out to the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll try to sneak it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's dropped off for Walker. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That is brought in at the 10. And he will score! Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown Seahawks. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Now the point after try from Myers. His kick is good. And the Seahawks will go up by 7.
Makes the score Seahawks 20, Rams 13.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They run over center with Williams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Stafford now on first down. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First and 10.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
On first and 10, Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Man in motion is Smith. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Williams. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll run. It's Williams. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Second down, goal to go. The motion man is Nakua. They'll drop to throw. That is caught, and he's in. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Rams. That his second touchdown tonight. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive, which starts with first down. Walker, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Walker, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That is caught downfield by Cup. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now Seattle's going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to first and 10. Darnold to throw. To get this complete, it's Cup again. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Seahawks.
A gain of 24 through the air. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So the pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
play.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.